Hi, my name is Jeneen, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about myself so that we might be able to connect a little bit better. I'm going to start way back in the beginning. You see, I was adopted as an infant, and I think that's a pretty cool part of my story. Um, Beyond being able to always say to my siblings that I definitely was the chosen one. I grew up on a farm. I love animals. I grew up around a lot of nature. It was where I was able to find my independence and learn about hard work and growing things and working together with my family and others to take care of animals and learn lots of things about that. It was a great foundation for me. My father worked for General Motors. My family has worked 4 generations now for General Motors. It's a big part of my history. And my mom was a stay-at-home mom for most of my life. Um, I was raised Italian American with all that came with that. So large family dinners every single Sunday, a great sense of belonging, which really gave me a lot of confidence when I was growing up. I remained curious and adventurous. My parents were good enough to take me on my first airplane trip and out of the country trip all at the same time when I was 12 years old, and we went to Jamaica. It was the most exotic thing ever for me, and it burned an image in my mind that became the foundation for all my future adventures. Super fun. I'll always be grateful for that. That kind of turned into an interest in all things international. I became an international exchange student, and we had exchange students from Honduras in Chile come and stay in my home. So I was able to learn about diversity in different parts of the world, different languages, and that the way I lived and did things wasn't the only way people lived and did things. And that became super important. I went on to college and I was an international relations major. I minored in Spanish, again on the international theme. I studied in Bogota, Colombia. It's where I really learned Spanish because I'm not great at language. I have to kind of work hard at it. Went on to law school and began to study more. I did international law, so again, following that theme. It was during that time that I married my university sweetheart, and soon after that, we had 2 beautiful daughters together. I've continued to grow in that area of international interests. I went back to law school. I got a second law degree in property development, which allowed me to do international development work. Super cool. Got involved with some nonprofits. I worked as an executive director for Habitat for Humanity, got my entrepreneurial juices really flowing, and I started some of my own companies. I built and enjoyed a coffee house for about 5 years in central Illinois. Super cool. I've had my coaching company for about 10 years, and during COVID, I started a real estate development company with a group of people that I had coached. And we did 5 projects together during the time of the pandemic. So I am constantly looking for ways to grow wide and deep, currently studying neuroscience, somatics, and looking for ways to continually study leadership and how to build community. It's a little bit about me. I'd love to know about you and how we can connect. What could we do together?